will this be a problem in 10 years? When everything is striped away, what really matters? What matters? Eternity. What will be eternal? Pause and focus on what really matters. What is eternal? I know life is busy. Life gets us really occupied and worried. Will I be able to pay my mortgage, my rent, all my bills, PG&E? I get that, but what really matters? What I'm saying is, will this matter in 10 years? Really? Aren't we just wasting so much of our energy, our time, our actions? They're so important. We should not waste it. It's just like our time. What matters to you? What's the matter? Yeah, you heard me right. I'm asking you twice. What's the matter? What matters? Why it matters? Did you ask yourself? Or you just letting it take all of your energy, all of your thoughts? Sometimes we make things bigger than they are, especially problems. Don't take life so seriously, because what matters, it's eternal. Jesus said, love your neighbor. Love matters. I love this. Love matters. Success, approval, possessions, they all fade. They don't really matter. But you know what matters, my friend? Loving God and loving people. That matters a lot. That is eternal. Time invested in other people lasts longer than accomplishments. Love your daughter, love your son, love your husband, love your mom, love your friends. Be there for them. That matters more than paying your bills, more than anything else. Love matters. What matters? If we dress nice clothes, if we drive nice cars, love matters. We are loved by God. We are loved by Jesus. Love matters. What's the matter? Why does it matter? In Matthew 22nd, verse 37 says, love the Lord your God with all your heart, your mind, and your soul, and love your neighbors as well. Love. It's hard to love people. Sometimes we love things and we use people, but we should use things and love people. That's what matters. Love matters. I remember in different job positions I had in the past years, I had different kinds of co-workers, and some of them were really hard to have a relationship with. Just a simple relationship as a co-worker was difficult, and I would often ask myself, what matters here? What matters? Because I don't have to be friends with that person. We are just working together, but what matters? I have to be an image of Jesus to that person. This matters. I have to be an example, even if that person is difficult to deal with. This matters. The way I treat that person, the way I talk to that person matters. We won't be co-workers forever, but forever that person will remember me. And remember me as a person and as God's child. So what kind of marks I left in her heart or his heart. So relationships are really important. Relationships matter, and we need to understand now we are living in a time where we are trading human interactions with artificial intelligence. It's new to our people. It's nice to talk to ChatGPT, and I can talk to them and they can be really resourceful and useful, and that's a blessing, but I cannot love artificial intelligence. That's what matters. Connection. Love matters. So if you clicked on this podcast and you were wondering what matters, I'm here to tell you that connections matter. They matter. Love matters. Stop hiding yourself and telling yourself that you are self-sufficient, that you don't need to talk to no one, that you don't need to go outside, you don't need to go to a church, you don't need to have friends. You know, this matters. Relationship matters. Open your heart for that, please. Why is it so difficult to talk to people, but when we think of something or we have an idea, we immediately open ChatGPT? No, let's refocus here. Connections matter. Connections are eternal, and God told us to love Him with all of our hearts, mind, and soul, and love our neighbor as well. Are we doing this? We're thinking that doesn't really matter. Love doesn't really matter. Let my mom love others. Let my husband love others. Let people out there love, but I don't have to because this is not really my personality. This is not who I am. I'm more like, no, this is for all of us. Love matters. So every time you find yourself stressing about a problem, I want you to think about what really matters. Will this be a problem in 10 years? Then probably this doesn't really matter the way you think it does. Maybe the energy you're giving to this problem, this person, this situation is just wrong, misled. What matters? In Ecclesiastes chapter 1 verse 2, the author said, meaningless, meaningless, meaningless. Everything is meaningless. At some point of our lives, we have to stop and think about what matters. And this is what we're doing right now. I want you to subscribe to this channel and leave a comment below. What matters and why does it matter? This was another episode of Honestly Esther. I see you next Wednesday. Please follow me on Instagram, subscribe,